Yeah, as you can see there, Jared Butler coming in from a side angle and giving away a penalty.
Cummings, big jump and catch in the middle of the line. And Glasgow fancy trying them all once again. Fagerson carrying at the base. Now the ball moved away, Horn. Well, the pass got to Hogg in midfield and he's swallowed up by green shirts. Did really well to just hold possession for a second or two so the support could come. Didn't cough up possession. Cummings into contact. Fagerson asked to act as the scrum half, decides to pick and rumble around the corner. See can he set up a better platform. Oliver Kevill, the second prop forward on this occasion. Well, it doesn't quite go to hand, intercepted. Healy, lovely little pop-up off the ground. Heffernan coming in support. Heffernan, plenty of pace for a hooker. Delan avoided the first tackle but then brought to ground. Managed to release the ball. Connacht get it through their hands again. Both sides showing willing to get the ball wide early. Well, this Glasgow player was sure the ball was out. He got a shout no of the referee. Wilson not allowing Connacht to take it quickly.
Yeah, you can see the early influences there from the under the guidance of Andy Friend from his sevens background with Australia. Guys, forwards and backs, looking for soft shoulders, looking for the little offloads, and the quality of pass being excellent.
Neil Davies marches Glasgow back, brings the penalty to the 10-metre line. Jack Carty will try and punt this as close to the corner flag as he can. He's fan touch. And the Connacht supporters willing the referee to stop moving away from the corner flag, but he's come out 12 metres maybe. Still great field position for Connacht.
Yeah, great opportunity now for Connacht to try and show some dominance here, whether it be a drive or deciding to go out wide to the backs. A lot of these times now they're using Jared Butler at the front.
Well, a little help from the touch judge coming in there as a penalty coming. Ollie Kevill penalised for taking out the lifter.
Yeah, that's recently come in as the directive. Obviously, safety of paramount importance, and line out can be a dangerous place. And with the laws now not being able to sack the lifter, obviously for good reason. If a lift is taken out, it leaves the catcher of the ball very, very exposed. So a right decision there by Ian Davies.
Change of law you favour, no doubt, Michael?
Absolutely. Look, safety is of paramount importance, and you've seen it in the last 18 months that World Rugby have really taken this on board, and it's great to see.
Oh, the game getting so much exposure, so many new players coming into the game. Numbers growing everywhere. As Michael says, the safety really, really key.
Yeah, it's an important kick for Jack Carty this now. I think last year in the Pro 14 he had a 75% kicking rate, and by his own standards it's probably not quite where he wants to be. So for his sake he'll be trying to up the ante this year in the stats.
Well, he would have practiced these over and over again. Just a slightly tricky angle for the right-footed kicker. Makes it look very, very simple though. Connacht onto the scoreboard. And a fair award for their efforts.
Yeah, and it's a good start to response now from Connacht, and Jack Carty will be delighted now to get on the score sheet and give Connacht the first 3 points. Interestingly here, Connacht are lining up in a restart with 4 pods of 2. It's an interesting tactic. It does leave you exposed out back, but it's kind of saying to the Glasgow kicker, well, you kick it long because we're covered up front.
Well, Hogg goes reasonably deep, but great height on it. Van der Merwe, just a little shove on the Connacht player who is waiting for the ball to drop.
Dave Rennie will be absolutely livid with that decision there by Van der Merwe. Connacht are in their 22 under pressure, and a very, very soft penalty that gives the ability now for Connacht to move on to the halfway line.
Yeah, Carty finds touch, didn't try to get too much out of it. It'll be a Connacht line out, half a metre short of the halfway. Van der Merwe might have been a little bit ahead as well when we got to see the replay.
Yeah, there was absolutely no way he was going to get the ball there.
Cannon wins in the line out, the ball back to Dave Heffernan at the base. Glasgow defending well. Blade has a little look down the blind side. Glasgow just attacking the broken play there to test out the player bridging over the ball. Make sure he is protecting the scrum half. Carty kicking back, sees good space. Van der Merwe was up. Which way will it bounce? Van der Merwe doesn't quite get there now. This is where we might see the new law coming in, Michael.
Yeah, exactly. But look, great play there by Connacht, and I think in the last kind of couple of seasons, they may have been guilty. A lot of possession, but not enough go-forward ball. So I think there's definitely an emphasis this year to bring a bit more physicality to the first kind of hit-up plays. And we saw it there by the forwards carrying it up, and Cian Kelleher out wide on the right wing looks very, very dangerous. By all accounts, he's had a fantastic pre-season, injury-free, for a guy whose probably career has stalled a little bit in the last couple of years. Big expectations when he moved from Leinster a couple of years ago, with a bit of controversy at the time. But for him to get the nod ahead of Eddie Alokin today was a big nod from Andy Friend to say, to Cian, go out there and show me what you can do.
Owen McKeown looks to be in a bit of trouble here. They're a makeshift strap. Maybe the shoulder's gone, shake of the head. That's the end of his afternoon. Looks to be in a lot of discomfort.
Oh, that's just hugely disappointing for Owen McKeown. You have a whole pre-season, tough week in, day out, and to get injured, which looks a pretty serious injury in the first game, in the first 15 minutes of your first game, is hugely disappointing for the guy.
Gallagher in. Heffernan coming on the loop. Oh, there's penalties coming again here for Connacht. They're inside 10 metres. Advantage still being played. They're up to 6 metres out. Carty almost slipped away from the tackle. Second tackler arrived. Beelum on the burst. The ball squirts loose. It's gone backwards. Connacht still have it. Look to find a hole in the defence going the other direction. Jared Butler dipped the shoulder but couldn't quite find a way through. Crossfield kick to... Oh, it's going to be a try for Connacht. Cian Kelleher stayed wide. Carty spotted him. Clever play. Oh, Halloran was out, was it? The man out wide. Yeah,
a lovely bit of vision there in Cian Kelleher. Opening the score sheet, but a lot of patience shown by Connacht, with a little bit of sprinkling of bloody little offloading game as well. Once again, Jared Butler at the start of the move, the option of the line out. I think that's his second take, and he's turning into quite a safe pair of hands at the front of the line out. Jack Carty almost made it, decided to not go for the try line, brought it back, and a couple of hit-ups later, and it was a great bit of vision that the Glasgow defence had been sucked in, and an easy score for Cian Kelleher.
And had the presence of mind to just come infield a bit, make the conversion that bit easier.
Yeah, and from Glasgow's point of view, they've been, I suppose, a bit guilty of what Connacht were in the first couple of minutes, a bit passive in defence, and rather than meeting the attacker on the gain line, soaking away, letting the Connacht players get over the gain line, and we can see what can happen with the vision of Jack Carty.
And Carty, similar position to his penalty, a little bit nearer the line of the posts. No mistake again from Carty, and good recovery for Connacht. Try for Cian Kelleher, and they open a 5-point gap.
Yeah, Jack Carty, he always has that vision. He's never shy in confidence to try the crossfield kicks, and when it comes off like that, it's an easy score for Cian Kelleher. But for Glasgow now, they'll be hoping to put some pressure now on this restart and not give away any silly penalties like they did in the previous occasion.
Well, Hogg certainly gives the chasers a chance. He gets great height and hang time on these dropouts. There we go again. Oh, Van der Merwe definitely had a chance of getting the ball that time and got hands to it. Line out taken quickly by Glasgow, looking to spin, catch Connacht off guard, but the Connacht defence swept across. Kebbel, lovely little pop-up pass. Hastings, is there a man over here? Van der Merwe racing into the 22. Oh, good chasing tackle. Ball bobbled around loose. Referee perfectly placed, didn't go forward. Rob Harley was the first one in support. Glasgow, great response now to that Connacht score. Can they turn it into points on the board? Just trying to turn the ball, slow ball into quick ball, and the space opens up. George Turner saw his opportunity and raced away unopposed. Where were the Connacht defence?
Yeah, and Peter Wilkins, the defence coach for Connacht Rugby, will be absolutely livid there. You know, it's a golden rule. If there's a ruck formed, you sort out your pillar and your A defender first of all, and then build from inside out. But to be fair to George Turner, he saw the opportunity and scored. And you know, he has a sniff for the try line. I think he scored 4 tries in 19 appearances last year, so that's not a bad strike rate for your hooker. I think the reason, because it's such a quick ball generated, that Connacht were trying to get into position, but as I said, because of the execution of the ruck was so efficient by the Glasgow players, and there was just no opportunity to get there.
Well, less than 20 minutes on the clock, 3 tries scored. Sides level on 10 points. Horn has this conversion opportunity to put the visitors 2 points in front. Yeah, good kick from Horn. Missed the first conversion from way out wide, but gets that one. Glasgow in front again.
Yeah, and look, when you play against Glasgow, you know they're going to be brutally efficient at the breakdown. They always try and manipulate a ruck and create quick ball with the minimum of players. And you saw there was a fantastic clear out. I'm not sure who it was by, but it just allowed George Turner the open up the space to score the try.
Little change of direction from Carty. Van der Merwe was aware. Horn, George Horn that is, trying to sneak down the blind side, but a foot in touch. His brother Peter playing in the centre.
But 20 minutes in, you can see the conditions are really dictating the type of game we're seeing today, and it's fantastic from a neutral point of view. Free-flowing rugby, which is what the crowd have come to see. Connacht have changed their line out a little bit here.
Gray got a hand in, but it's been won by Connacht under a little bit of pressure. Oh, Blade fumble, but he kept his eye on the ball. Good strength from Thomas Farrell. A little bit of crawling along the ground with the ball and popped up nicely to Paul Boyle, academy player. He settled in well though to the game of this level. O'Halloran into the line from fullback, stopped on the 22. Oh, Blade struggling a little bit. Glasgow slowed it right down here. Blade in 2 minds, goes to Delan, accelerating into 2 tacklers. And Blade wins the penalty and taps and takes quickly, but doesn't find support with the pass. Healy scooping the ball off the ground. Blade under pressure. Oh, regretting now not taking the shot at goal, I'm sure. Well, can he retain that decision? Can Connacht, his teammates, help? There's another penalty coming. Carty nearly got isolated, but good body position.